My client just hit a 32.9K revenue month on Etsy, and I am spilling all the tea on exactly how we did this. Number one, we stopped distractions that were costing her money. So on the very first day where we had our strategic kickoff call, I came prepared. I did a shop audit. I looked at her shop and walked her through where I saw opportunity based on what is actually profitable when it comes to the Etsy platform. We had products that were not targeting Etsy shoppers. They were targeting people like in her hometown that also kind of influenced her to kind of sell certain things. But when you're thinking about a mass market and a big marketplace like Etsy, you have to go somewhat broad and commercialized because Etsy is a big brand. So they're appealing to a broad audience as well. That doesn't mean we're going crazy launching random things for different audiences every day. What that does mean is that we are going to follow the money, which was step number 2. So once we found a viable audience that shopped on Etsy that she could serve with her talents, her skill sets, we really defined who that target audience was, what were their shopping preferences, behaviors, and how much they were willing to spend on products, because we're here to really focus on a profitable target audience. So once we define that target audience, we created a loose brand. Do not go crazy spending months trying to get your branding perfect, your logo perfect, your colors perfect, etc., because it's going to evolve. So we wanted a loose brand that resonated with the audience. And then we also wanted to look professional and polished so that we were building trust. That is important when you are new to selling and you don't have a lot of social proof. In addition, it's also important if you want to charge more premium pricing so that you don't have to play the pricing game, which is a race to the bottom. Which leads us to the next step. We developed a strategic product mix. So like I said, she sells print on demand, but she didn't come into this starting with t-shirts and sweatshirts. I mean, she did, but then we, got rid of those distractions. We started looking at the whole product catalog and thinking about how we could position those more pricier products in front of her target audience for real things that were happening in their life, real problems. They had events, occasions where they needed to buy gifts or buy things for themselves or home decor, whatever it was. And we positioned those products as the perfect solutions. Then within the product mix, we made sure there was tons of complementary products that would basically entice people to buy more from her. So if they bought a table runner, could they buy a platter? Could they buy a kitchen towel? We weren't just here to be a one-hit wonder. When people come into her shop to this day, she literally just got asked this week, they're looking to buy multiple items. We leveraged and scaled what worked and deactivated what didn't. Some of you guys have shops, especially the POD sellers, with 1,000, 1,500 products for sale, and like 10% of those products are selling. We deactivate. And here's the thing, she would deactivate things, and then as she learned the strategy, she would say, oh my gosh, let me go back to something I deactivated, rework my strategy, launch it, and then boom, it would sell in 30 minutes. It's always the thing that you don't know that's steering you right in the face that is preventing you from making sales. And you have to look at it from a fresh new perspective with new strategies to get that sucker to sell. So then moving right along, we just rinse and repeated this whole process. This uses all my AI assistants to do the rinse and repeat very, very quickly. And year over year, she's continuing to grow sales. We just looked at her analytics today. She is at an 88% revenue growth rate year over year.